Hey, how's it going guys? Phil here, and this is a review for JustMySport's soldering iron kit. The set comes in a plastic carrying case, and inside you'll receive the soldering iron, a desolder pump, a tube of solder, a stand with cleaning sponge, and 5 additional tool tips: a tapered tip, 2 wide tips, a narrow tip, and a beveled tip. The soldering iron comes pre-installed with a knife tip. The soldering iron is about the size of a pen and measures 7.5 inches long. It has a rubberized grip where you hold the iron, and is rated for 110 volt 60 watt power. At the end of the iron is a dial for adjusting the temperature of the tooltip from 200 to 450 degrees Celsius. This is useful for working with different components and solder types. The power cable on the iron is about 5 feet long. There's about 3/4 ounces of solder in the tube. It's a 60-40 tin lead 2% flux solder with a 1 mm diameter. The coil inside can be dispensed from the tube by feeding the tip through the opening on the end and pulling it out as you need more. To change the tip on the soldering iron, use some pliers to loosen the metal nut on the iron. Then remove the old tip and install the new one before tightening the nut again. To use the desoldering pump or solder sucker, press the plunger down until it locks into place. Then heat up your solder at the connection, place your tip over the melted solder, then press the release button to suck the solder away. So let's try the soldering iron. I'll start with a pretty low temperature at 250 degrees Celsius. I've already brought the iron up to temperature and tinned it with a bit of solder. Now I'll heat up the wire joint and carefully feed some solder onto the wires and let the wires melt the solder, not the iron. When you're not using the iron, you can place it on the stand, which keeps it off the table. The sponge is used for cleaning off the tips, and it should be dampened before use. Overall, the soldering iron works great, and it's easy to adjust the temperature. The tips can be changed quickly, and the desoldering pump worked decently as well. I hope you enjoyed this review. You can ask me any questions in the comments. I'll put a link to the product in the description below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and join me next time.